Never say Macbeth in a theater. A few of you were asking me about this on the Hamilton video I just posted, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video about it because this is just one of those theater etiquette things you gotta know. So here's the history of it. Legend has it that when Shakespeare was writing Macbeth, he stole actual spells used by real-life witches and wrote them into the play. So it's said that in retaliation, the witches that he stole the spells from put a curse on the play so that whenever anyone performs the play or whenever anyone says the name Macbeth in a theater, bad things happen. Now, of course, some people are like, ugh, this is just superstition, this is silly, say the name, it doesn't matter. But in my experience, the vast majority of theater folk either take this very seriously or they take it seriously enough that they don't mess with it. And for good reason. A lot of bad things have happened to people while working on the play Macbeth. Some people have been killed on stage, some people injured, sometimes theaters have caught fire or gone out of business immediately afterwards. When I played Lady Macbeth, I don't remember anything horrible happening, thank goodness, but I did find out after the fact that the theater company that I was working for was scamming their actors and not paying them, so maybe that counts. At any rate, because of this, most theater people will not say the name Macbeth in a theater or even quote the play out of context unless they're working on the play itself and they have to. Instead, we call it the Scottish play. Apparently, some people follow a loophole where you can say the name Macbeth if you're referring to the character, but not if you're referring to the name of the play. But I've been doing theater my whole life, and I was literally today years old when I heard about this, so it's definitely not universal. If you've ever heard Lady Macbeth referred to as Lady M or Macbeth referred to as Mackers, the whole reason they have those nicknames is so that people can avoid saying their names in a theater. If you do accidentally say the name or quote the play in a theater, different people have different cleansing rituals they'll do to reverse the curse. To quote Michael Scott, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious, so if you do it in front of me, I will make you turn around 3 times and spit. I literally just did that to a friend of mine last week. But other people will actually make you leave the theater, do that, and then knock and ask to be let back in. I've also heard that you have to turn around 3 times, spit, and say, "Angels and ministers of grace defend us," which is a line from Hamlet. Again, some people take this very seriously. I had a teacher tell me a story once about how he went to audition for a theater company, and when he went to perform his monologue, he said, "I'm doing a monologue from Macbeth," and the person he was auditioning for said, "Get the hell out of my theater," because he had said Macbeth instead of the Scottish play. When my mentor directed Macbeth, he actually had a practicing witch in the cast, and he had her perform a protection spell for the entire cast and crew on the first day of rehearsal. Different people have different rules around this, but my advice is unless you're working on the play itself, just avoid saying it. Even if you don't believe in it yourself, it's just a sign of respect, honestly.